Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be reacting to a band called NINGEN ISU with the song Heartless Scat. I know absolutely nothing about these guys, I just saw the thumbnail and thought it looked interesting. Oh, I've got what I think from the thumbnail is maybe guys are a bit heavier than some of the stuff I've listened to on the channel, but who knows. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? If you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing to the channel. And here we go. So I know how to hit the drum. So far, 30 seconds in, it seems as though it's going to be a little softer than I expected, perhaps. I don't know. Nice guitar work, very nice, that little solo bit and the little kick in for the bass. Pleasant enough so far. Let's not get back a few seconds. Yeah, liking what I'm hearing so far. So, I'm surprised it sounds as soft as it does. Interesting stylisation of the band though. A couple of guys dressed in what appears to be garment, excuse me, clothes from the past, whereas the other guy seems to be dressed in more, the drummer, sorry, seems to be dressed in more modern clothing. But yeah, not too bad in the first 25 seconds or so. 30 seconds, let's go. Oh, liking that riff. That came out of, not out of nowhere, but certainly wasn't expecting it given the playing in the first minute or so in the sort of introduction to the song. I wonder if this is going to continue through, or if it's just a small section. But yeah, that's heavier than I was expecting from the intro, but more in line with what I was expecting based on the thumbnail from the video. Anyway. So, sorry that momentary pause a second ago. So, opening thoughts in the first 2 minutes or so. I'm really liking this. This is it's the introduction. It threw me somewhat. I just thought, well, maybe this is a bit more rock than, or softer in its sound than perhaps I was thinking. But no, that riff through the bass is Very, very nice. I would like that a lot. Not quite sure on the lyrical content so far. Interested to know, are these guys older, or is it just sort of some makeup stuff for the video itself? Please let me know in the comments. 'Turning back to that Hayden riff there. So having gone for another verse chorus, it sounds like a, how do I put it? Sounds like he's screaming up, sort of talking up to the gods, saying, "When's my life going to get better?" Or, you know, when are things going to be better? That's how it sounds to me. Musically, the little pause with just the drummer tapping away during the, what I think is, well, sounds to be the chorus, but a slight variation by the shabba dabba dia ba 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 section. Just adds a little bit of variance to the sound, and actually works quite well, as he sort of seems to be sort of saying, why, when can I do this, what's going on? It kind of works quite well. So yeah, very nice so far, very, very nice. Returns to opening riff. That's a dirty bass note. Change things up. It's about to hit into a solo, so that was a nice change of pace there. This song seems to go around the houses a little bit, actually, in the nicest, best possible way. Yeah, it was definitely more rocky than metally. It was nice and clean. There's a bit of, to me, sounded like a nice bit of rhythm there on the bass, rather than that dirty riffing note. Yeah. That change just sort of definitely keeps it interesting in the ears, definitely. Yeah, let's see if I was right, and let's see if we're about to play the solo. That sounded like a bridge into a solo to me, so let's go. Ooh, right. that's coming to an actual stop. So yeah, very nice little solo there, very, very nice. So nice, the bass changing slightly again. Nice little bit of, I wouldn't say it was a funky rhythm, the rhythm was a funk rhythm, but it certainly had a little bit of roll to it, and it's interesting watching the bass. He's almost like he's taking a stroll in the Sunday Park with the way his facial expressions and his body movements. Yeah, good. Back to that chonky riff again.
寂しくしくじりばかりのこの私に満ち足りる日は来るだろうか夢の叶う日あるだろうか仏様シャバタバティオシャバタバティオシャバタバティオ
Change it up again. I'm just going to pause that quickly because I was going to talk about something quick. So I think I was bang on with what I thought the song was about, based on the vocals or the lyrics I've been able to read, following my previous suggestion that it is a man basically berating God as to why his life's crap, basically. I really like the way this song just keeps changing itself up every minute, 2 minutes. It just changes what it's doing, but always seems to carry that thread and that coming back to that heavy riff and the opening guitar riff. Yeah, brilliant. So absolutely brilliant. We've got about a minute or so left. I think I'm just going to play through to the end now. More solos. Never a bad thing. Right, so closing thoughts. What do we think of that then, guys? If you couldn't tell, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that. That was a good thumping song. That bass, the distortion on it for that riff. Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So ending sort of end solo. It was nearly a minute long. all good. Very, very nice. Like the way that sounded, like the way that worked. Interesting, there seemed to be a little bit of just occasionally a double bass kick, which was with the don't see him in for a pedal, but a double hit on the bass drum, just sort of subtly dropped in there as well through the drummer, which was, yeah, just sort of added to the sound somewhat. Made it sort of mix what he was doing up a little bit and how it sounds. Nice little sections where the bass was a bit more funky rather than just heavy. The way it changed from this sort of slow, well, what seemed like was going to be not necessarily a slow song, but a much softer song, which kind of threw me somewhat, into that heavy, dirty riff, then into another a completely different sounding section, and then a completely different sounding section again, back to that heavy riff, then, yeah, and then back through again, then through the solo into another sort of middling section, then back into the heavy stuff post the final solo. Absolutely brilliant. Really enjoyed that. I'm guessing the guitarist, certainly probably the bassist, and I suspect probably the drummer as well, probably old gentleman, as I sort of alluded to earlier. Proof that doesn't matter how old you are, if you know how to rock, you know how to rock, and it's fair to say these guys know how to rock. Anyway, that's it from me. So I'll leave it there. Please consider subscribing to the channel, it really helped me out, and I'll see you later, guys. Laters.